I mean, eating salt beef, you can't really call it corned beef. These were hunks of oxen stuck in casks of brine for years in some cases, and they were so salty the cooks had to rinse them for hours, let them soak before they could be edible. But the sailors liked it, so who are we to say it was wrong? Okay, I'm going to wrap up with a final shanty. This is a rare one. So, you know, there's a whole nerdy community of shanty enthusiasts, and I'm proud to be one of them. But in almost every state in New England, at some point in a given month, you can go and sit in a tavern and sing shanties and drink beer with a bunch of like-minded people. So if you like more of this kind of thing, definitely do a little research. We're not hard to find. And it's a really healthy thing, you know. Aerobic, kind of gets the, you know, the humors regulated and all that. But I'm hoping, at the very least, if you never sing another shanty, I'm hoping that after today you can at least bore your friends at your next barbecue with a little bit of shanty knowledge. But anyway, I would like you to, anytime you hear the word shanty or you come across a sea song, think about the rough, illiterate, hardworking men 200 years ago who created these beautiful works of art. That, to me, is the most astonishing fact about these songs. And so I'm going to end with one that I think is quite beautiful. It was a capstan shanty used for raising the anchor. And I just wish I could have heard some sailors sing it. So join in. There's a lot of joiny-inny on this. I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away. Try that. I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away. Bound away to California, I'm bound away, my darling. Every day I'm gone, I'll mourn ya, I'm bound away. I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away. Gold to win for you, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling. Gold to prove I'm true, my darling, I'm bound away. I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away. Bound to sail the bitter ocean, I'm bound away, my darling, full of hope and all devotion, I'm bound away. I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away. So dry your tears and have no sorrow, I'm bound away, my darling, though the clipper sails tomorrow, I'm bound away. I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, my darling, I'm bound away, my darling, I'm bound away. Thank you very much. Great singing, great singing. Yeah, we'll do one more. But the handouts, I try to reuse those. So if you don't want to take it home with you, just stick them up here on the table. That'd be great. So what would be a good one? South Australia is a great one. Yeah, South Australia is a classic pumping shanty. So it was in the heaving category. And I was talking with this gentleman earlier, Stan Hugel, who drew many of these drawings on the handout. He was a shantyman in square riggers in the 1920s and up until the 1940s. He was actually on a square rigger sailing back from Australia when he was captured by the Nazis, and he spent the rest of the war in a prison camp. But yeah, so that was kind of the end of the commercial sailing. So the wool trade and the grain trade from Australia was the very bitter end of sailing ships because they could carry huge cargoes and they were cheap. The wind was free. So this is a great shanty about going to Australia. In South Australia I was born, heave away, haul away. In South Australia round Cape Horn, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, and we're bound for South Australia. Well, South Australia's a bloody fine place, heave away. Haul away, to get blind drunk is no disgrace, and we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, and we're bound for South Australia. Oh, South Australia is where I was born, heave away. Haul away, long fire way around Cape Horn, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away, haul away, you'll hear me sing, and we're bound for South Australia. Oh, South Australia's blindy fine, heave away, haul away. If you're lucky, you'll find a real gold mine. We're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, and we're bound for South Australia. I wish I was in Australia's land, heave away, haul away. It's rich in lizards, flies, and sand. We're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, and we're bound for South Australia. Well, I thought I heard the old man say, heave away, haul away. One more heaving and belay, and we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. All the way you'll hear me sing, and we're bound for South Australia. Great stuff. Thank you very much. Go home with a song in your heart.